Abigail Breslin recently penned a deeply emotional essay responding to Blake Lively's complaint about the treatment of women in Hollywood. In her powerful piece, Breslin expresses solidarity with Lively's frustrations and calls for significant changes within the entertainment industry, particularly regarding the way women are treated in both professional and personal spheres. Blake Lively's comments were made in the context of the challenges women face, especially in the spotlight. She spoke out about the double standards and the invasive nature of public scrutiny, particularly when it comes to women's appearances, decisions, and personal lives. This resonated with many, including Breslin, who felt compelled to voice her own experiences and observations through an essay that highlights the need for reform in Hollywood and beyond. Breslin, who has been in the industry since she was a child, knows all too well the pressure that comes with being in the public eye. She shares her own experiences of growing up in a world where she was constantly scrutinized. For Breslin, the challenges have ranged from body shaming to the objectification of women, and her essay sheds light on how the industry continues to perpetuate these issues. She writes candidly about how young women, especially those who rise to fame early, are often molded into public personas that are far from who they are in real life. In her essay, Breslin touches on the emotional toll this scrutiny can take. As a young woman who has lived through public judgment and criticism, she reflects on how difficult it can be to navigate an industry that often values appearance over substance and reinforces harmful stereotypes. She discusses the way women are often made to feel as though they have to fit into a very specific mold, whether it's regarding body image, beauty standards, or personal choices. Breslin's words are a call to arms, urging the entertainment industry to stop treating women as disposable objects and to recognize them as multidimensional individuals with depth, talent, and agency. The essay also delves into the pressure that women face to be both perfect and available at all times. Breslin acknowledges that this expectation creates an environment in which women are judged not only for their work, but for their very existence. This pervasive culture, she argues, is damaging not just to women in Hollywood, but to the culture at large. It sets unrealistic standards that women in every profession are forced to contend with, whether they are actresses, politicians, or business leaders. Breslin's piece makes it clear that the need for change is urgent. The essay isn't just a reflection of personal struggles, it's a call to action for both the industry and society. She emphasizes that it's not enough to simply acknowledge these issues. There needs to be a collective effort to dismantle the systems that perpetuate these harmful attitudes and behaviors. Women should be free to exist in the industry without fear of judgment or exploitation. A significant part of Breslin's message is about reclaiming power. She writes about the importance of women having control over their own narratives, their bodies, and their decisions. Hollywood has long been a place where women's voices have been overshadowed by the dominant male gaze, and Breslin, much like Lively, believes it's time for that to change. She stresses the need for women to take ownership of their stories and demand the respect they deserve, both in the workplace and in the media. Breslin also acknowledges the progress that has been made in recent years, particularly through the rise of movements like #MeToo and Time's Up, which have brought attention to issues of harassment, abuse, and inequality. However, she remains clear-eyed about the work that still needs to be done. For her, the ultimate goal is not just equality in terms of pay or opportunity, but a cultural shift that recognizes women as human beings rather than commodities. The emotional weight of Breslin's words is undeniable. Her essay is both a personal reflection and a broader commentary on the societal challenges that women face. By sharing her thoughts, she hopes to inspire others, especially younger women in the industry, to stand up for themselves and to push for a future where they are valued for who they truly are, not just for what they look like or how well they fit into the stereotypical roles placed upon them. Ultimately, Abigail Breslin's essay is a call for change in a world that is often harshly critical of women. It's a plea for the entertainment industry and society at large to recognize the value of women beyond their appearances and to create a space where women's voices are heard, respected, and valued for their true worth. As she closes the essay, Breslin reflects on the importance of solidarity and the collective power of women coming together to demand change. It's a powerful message of hope and action, urging all of us to do better for the women who come after us. This essay from Abigail Breslin, responding to Blake Lively's complaint, not only calls for change, but exemplifies the strength of women coming together to stand up for their rights, dignity, and humanity. It's clear that this conversation is far from over, and with voices like Breslin's leading the charge, change may be on the horizon.